This is Susie. Thanks for coming back. I'm going to show you today how to make this delicious casserole here. Just took it out of my toaster oven, and I like to use these little glass dishes that are good for one or two people, or more if you just have a small portion. Um, okay, so in there, first of all, you have to grease the pan, and I use this butter olive oil. I like to use that anytime you might want butter. And you have to get a bowl, a mixing bowl. You're going to take 3 eggs, 3 scoops, just like heaping scoops of sour cream. Here's the sour cream. You can get fat-free or low-fat if you want. Um, and then I use the green chilies for this. And here they small little can. It's only let's see how many ounces. 4 ounces. That's all you need for that. And they're already chopped up. Okay, so in there, along with the sour cream and the eggs, we're going to beat all that up with some onion powder, or instead of onion powder, I used chopped chives and salt and pepper. And I put a little turmeric, which is really good for you. It's good for inflammation, and it has a little flavor to it. Don't want to put too much, maybe, if you're not sure if you like it or not. I only put a couple shakes in there. And when you use turmeric for the good medicinal qualities in there, like to help the inflammation and other things I think it's good for, you're supposed to use the black pepper with it because it helps activate it. Um, I read that. So you mix all that up, and then you're going to use you mix all that up really good, beat it up good, and then on top, I use the sharp. It's actually I used extra sharp cheese, shredded cheese over the top of it. Now, of course, you can use other cheese if you like. You can use jack cheese would be good. You don't want to use the pepper jack maybe because you already got all those chilies in there. By the way, the chilies are not hot. They're just very tasty. They have a great taste to them. And you can put, I didn't have any, but you could put some black olives. Uh, Sliced black olives would be good on the top, along with some cheese. You want to cover it pretty much with the shredded cheese. Um, you could use the Mexican style cheese also, would be great with it. So you put that in, you mix that up real good. You put the cheese on top, and you put it in the oven. Um, by the way, if you want, you can add, if you want to be extra healthy with some extra protein, you can, if you want a larger casserole, really, and you don't want to use more eggs, use some tofu along with everything I said. Or if you're used to using tofu, maybe you can use it without the eggs. But if you want to put some tofu in there, just mash it up real good and whip it up with the eggs and the sour cream. And it won't change the flavor at all. It'll just make it more, you'll have a larger casserole, and you'll have the extra protein and calcium from the tofu because it's really good for you. So you might want to try that, especially if you're vegetarian, because you do have a lot of good protein in this casserole. Now, another thing, um, you can put, instead of the chilies, you can use artichoke hearts. I love them. And these are whole ones in the can, but you can get them quartered also. But you could take the whole ones and just cut them up. Cut them up, mix them up. I wouldn't use a whole can unless you're doing a big casserole. For the little casserole, you only need half a can, and cut them up and mix them up in there. And they'll be really good in there. Or you can use um, spinach or broccoli. If you have leftover, you can use that as the vegetable. Or you can use frozen spinach or broccoli. And if you use frozen, um, you don't need to cook them first. You might want to, if it's spinach, you want to defrost it a little so you can mix it up with everything nice. And the broccoli, you want to have it chopped fine, and just put as much as you want, and it will cook up with the casserole when you put it in the oven. So you're going to put it in the oven, 350. I always use I have an oversized toaster oven, which I love, and I use it a lot because it's just me, or I might have one guest maybe, and you can make a nice dinner for two in the toaster oven if you have a big one. It saves on electricity also. So 350 for 25 minutes, or you can do 350 for 20 minutes and then turn it down to 325 for another 10 minutes. Um, you want to, before you take it out, well, first of all, you want to look at it after about 20 minutes and make sure it's not getting too brown on top because ovens are different, you know. So you don't want it too brown. I'll show you again what mine looks like, but also you want to test it if it's not if it doesn't look quite done, it might not be. So you might want to stick a knife in it and just make sure it's not still wet because you want it cooked, you know, like eggs. You want it cooked, but you don't want it to be overcooked or runny. So that's the food for today. Oh, I wanted to tell you also, I always forget to add things at the end. So I hope you always watch till the very end because usually I have a good one or two more sentences that I start to say goodbye and then I remember. So thanks for watching to the end, and I wanted to add suggestions of what to eat with it. Tortilla chips, some corn tortilla chips with red salsa is great with this. Of course, if you like meat, you can eat some breakfast sausage, sausage links, or whatever with the or bacon would be really tasty with this. Um, or also I would suggest you could have salad with it if you know, especially if you're doing lunch or dinner. You could have rice on the side, or like Spanish rice would be delicious. And I can show you how to make that a different time. And or potatoes, um, fried potatoes, French fries, even sweet potatoes, any kind of potatoes, almost mashed potatoes would all go good with it. And or maybe baked potato. I don't know. That wouldn't be my first choice, but also pinto beans would be good on the side. So I hope you enjoy. It's a healthy meal if you're not against eggs and dairy. I believe it's a healthy meal. You know, you might not want to eat a lot of eggs and cheese all the time, but uh, it's a lot of protein, and it is tasty. So let me know if you try it, if you like it, and keep watching and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great one. God bless.